17 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position and be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his 2nd season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the load way out there. That'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 58 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams, 26 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, it'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. They got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Folks, kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find it at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
That's the kind of thing I like to kind of catch your breath afterward to just give me a second here, because they shifted it out again. He's down to 4 out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England's offense set to go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running left is Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Folks' kick is good. And the lead is down at 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, Parker, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In point. That's it.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd down and goal. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Folks kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, it's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, the coaches always talk about finishing the drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Patriots coming out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Henry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's the rookie 4th-round pick, Pierre Strong. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Stevenson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run. Stevenson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this a 9-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jones throwing to start the drive. Smith catches left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Able to slither by. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Stevenson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff, Stevenson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jones now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Folks, kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. From midfield, here's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Jones. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll find Parker again, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him with the ball in and out of 14. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
And that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Las Vegas, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.